So it has been 8 years today with Prime Lending and 25 plus years, and we say plus, in the mortgage industry. And we want to talk a little bit today about some of the things that we see other loan officers potentially failing at and where it's almost a little bit detrimental to our clients. And Debbie, what do you see?
I see that loan officers that don't get to know their customers, rely too much on the tools, forget to ask the right questions, like what the customer's real goals are. Just because we can pre-approve them for this huge mortgage payment doesn't mean they want it. On top of that, they forget to ask the customer how their income's paid. And if they're paid certain ways, it could mean a different thing for their pre-approval.
Yeah, I mean, we see a lot of times that they get a pre-qualification from someone and they get way into the loan process. They pay out the appraisal, they pay out the inspection fees, they get all excited, and then they get turned on their head because someone didn't know how to calculate the income right, or they didn't realize that, they were told 40 hours, so they approved them on 40 hours, but they really make 32 hours
Absolutely.
a week. Or they're not salary, they're really commissioned.
Absolutely.
So it's really digging down, I think, to your point, where we really take the time up front. And I've always kind of preached that to myself. The more you put into the front, the better and easier and more pleasant experience it's going to be to the client and to us, quite honestly. So, spend the time, not spending the time that's really needed to understand the client's needs.
Oh, absolutely. I mean, we have all the tools we need.
Yeah.
We have all the technology.
Yes.
But you got to get on the phone with that customer and really be part of the team.
Yep, and dig down, because sometimes I scratch my head and I go, how in the world did they miss it? Or not looking at a bank statement and seeing that they're depositing cash for all the money that they want.
What? You can't deposit cash for a
Right.
home loan? Wait,
Yeah,
you got to
yeah.
verify that?
I just had one the other day that got turned down by another lender because he deposited all his mattress money into the bank, and we don't believe cash is king. We like it on our personal level, but not the business level.
Right.
So, and it's just not being able to take the time, not only that, but not to care enough to try to find a solution. Give them some options. And maybe they just don't have the experience. Maybe they just don't know that what they don't know.
They don't know.
The loan officers, because a lot of them get into it and they haven't been doing it very long.
They wait for their processor to send it to underwriting and the underwriter to tell them.
Yes, exactly.
And that's backwards where we were trained from.
That's right. That's right. If we didn't submit a great file, we were in trouble.
Amen.
We were in trouble. One of the things that I, see a lot happen is a lot of the originators kind of get into this business and they think it's easy. They only see, the good stuff, like when we're posting stuff on Facebook or going to events and
the fun
things.
things.
Like the fun things.
But
Yeah.
we'd like to do those all the time.
All the time. And, I've talked to a lot of originators that or want to be originators. They haven't got into the business yet. And they always say, what do I need to do to get into the business? Well, first of all, it's a tough business. And
it is.
And I know we've been doing this for a lot of years, and it's never a dull moment, and it's never non-stressful. One of the things that I always think about, especially with originators that may not have made it, got into the business and then got back out, was they didn't have the support staff behind them. They were brought in and said, okay, get on the phone, make calls, do this, go see people. And they really didn't have any investment from their team or their leadership. And it was kind of like the mentality sink or swim. And one of the things that I know, even being in the business, I have such a great support staff that if I don't know the answer, I know I can go get it. And I know people.
I mean, after 25 years, you still need to ask somebody a question? Me too.
Yeah. And I literally can pick up the phone and I have the ability to call, and that person is just as interested in me making this happen for this client as I am. And that's unusual, but really, loan officers typically fail for two reasons as far as I'm concerned: no drive or absolutely zero support. And if you've got the drive and you've got the support, you can't fail in this business.
That's why we love Prime Lending.
I mean, it's just a great opportunity to work around a group of people who are really vested in what we do every single day and really care about us as people, and also how can they help us get that client to the table fastest and most pleasant.
We do like less stress.
We do, but
we work towards it every day.
I don't know if that ever happens. But,
no,
Lastly, one of the things that I see happen a lot is loan officers miss so much when it comes to, that customer that's not cut and dry, 800 score, 20% down. I mean, we have a lot of clients that have a lot of nuances that go in and out, and we have to kind of navigate through all that. And they don't take the time to look at the underwriting guidelines, or worse, their company has overlays that won't allow for it anyway, because we are a true Fannie Freddie direct lender. So if the findings have it on there, that's good. But more importantly, I think, how much time do you invest digging through underwriting guidelines?
More time than I'd like to
Right.
admit.
And why is that?
You can't just approve a loan in 2 seconds?
No, but why is that?
Well, because every customer's unique.
Yeah.
Every customer's kind of curvy versus like perfect little square.
Right. And then we don't have
that combined with our loan products.
Yeah.
They don't all fit in the same loan product.
No. And you want to for me, I want to make sure that number one, they're getting the best product based on their circumstances.
Absolutely.
And we, one of the reasons why we came to Prime Lending is, we lend in 50 states. We can travel with our clients as they move in and out of Florida. So it's not a one stop for us. Also, we don't have that ABC type borrower. We have to look at the guidelines. We have to make sure that they're going to get what they are intending to get at the best available price.
You mean every borrower doesn't have an 800 credit score and 20% down?
Do.
No, mine don't.
Or they may have commission income, or they may have, self-employment income, or they may have all these things.
But we have products for all that.
And that's what, kind of going back to what I was thinking, was we came on because we had the ability to travel with our clients out of state and hopefully work with their family members and their kids and all this, no matter where they are, but also the amount of product we have.
Yes.
It can be overwhelming.
It's a game changer.
It's a game changer. And, we have the bank products, we have the correspondent, we have the brokered out products. So it's getting harder and harder to say no.
Bank statement loans are fun.
Yeah, bank statement loans. Hey, no income.
Right? Those are actually more fun. They're a little easier.
I know. The DSCR loans that are
I do like less paperwork.
Yeah, and so do our clients.
Right?
So there's a lot of opportunity, but I think that if there's a possible detriment to somebody maybe not having all the products that we have and also not understanding how to get the information.
It would make it hard to make it in this business.
It's hard because I'm going to tell you, man, there are so many products. There are so many examples of people that I literally went, that's not closing, and it closed. So we have that wall of fame, where we have customers that we didn't think we were ever going to get there, but we stayed with it, and they stayed with us, and we fought the battle, and we got it.
It's back to being part of the team.
And then, next thing you know is, I can do that now. So, so we do learn a lot through our trials and errors. But if you don't have that, if you don't have the product, number one, if you don't have the investment in going through these guidelines and learning them.
When I got in the business, I remember when it was paper and a 3-ring binder, and we used to highlight it and write on it as the products changed.
What are you talking
about?
Well. you can't fool me. But yeah, we had paperwork coming over all the time with rates and programs and scenarios.
I do miss having the rate sheet under my elbow, under my mouse pad.
Yeah, but which rate sheet would you use today?
I have no idea. There's too many of them now.
Right. So,
you can't just Google the interest rate.
I think the bottom line of what we're talking about today is, just support from your organization, support from your team, the product availability, and the knowledge that you have. Those are the key things, I think.
So 8 more years with Prime Lending?
All right, we'll do it. Let's do it.